So I woke up today morning and I was like, oh my God, am I going to talk about um, am I going to talk about the same thing? Am I going to set up the blog every morning, like before getting ready and getting the breakfast started? And then I thought that, the thing that popped into my mind was Irfan Junejo, and like when he was doing his vlogs initially, that's what he would do. He would set up the vlogs, his vlogs in the morning in his office, in his room, and that's how he starts, right? So I think that's pretty much how it's going to start probably. And then unless I get something else going. I'm probably just going to edit my videos before everyone wakes up, and then I'm just going to get my day going and see how I can really not give up on my body and really get that kind of going. I really want some TRE today for myself, but I think my usual pattern for TRE is going to be tomorrow, right, on a Saturday, on a Sunday. So I'm going to probably do TRE tomorrow, and I'll record it as well and get that going as well. And so and I'm quite excited, right? I want to show more systems that are in play at the center, and I want to show more systems that I use on a personal level to make my work effective as well. What I realized in running the 5 years of Trauma Medicine Wellness Center is that as an employer or as an authority figure or as someone who is hiring people, you have to be comfortable with being the bad object, right? And obviously you have to have your ego in check. You have to make sure that you are prioritizing safety. And on top of that, you have to make sure that you're keeping everything in account to values and principles. And that's one of the main reasons why SOPs are such an important part of the organization, that we have like a collectively built sense of SOPs that are there, that guide us. Okay, what happens if there's rain? What happens when we kind of delay things? What are the criterias around making certain decisions? So those are different elements that are there. However, I think the thing that I learned the most about from running a space, running a mental health space particularly, was how not just challenging it is, because it is a challenge, but how much you have to rely on your resiliency, how much you have to rely on, you can't be afraid. That's something that I learned, that you have to take that risk, you have to take that step. I really encourage people that are in this field, because you have to be able to either build your own space, build your own career, build your own practice. You have to do those things, right? And that means stepping out of your comfort zone. I know that the impact that the center can create at a larger scale is going to be so much higher than what I can do on an individual level. And that has been proven right? That has been proven right by people who have trusted the space, who have done the work and are taking sessions or are doing the work for this stuff, our therapists in particularly. And I've realized all the challenges of entrepreneurship kind of comes down to risk taking, right? Like, how regulated can you stay in front of fear? How calculated risks are taken? What's the problem here? The problem is...
So there's not just problem, strength also. Like everyone, I haven't seen logs being this timely updated.
I have to be very honest with the rush, right? That I want.
Advancements also.
Yeah. I want to be very honest with that, KR. And that's one of the reasons why there has to be a co-check system in place that sounds and feels practical.
Yeah.
Right? कि अच्छा पहला step ये होना चाहिए, second step ये है. So today would be officially day 3 of vlogging and recording the center and everything, and it's been a very interesting experience. I, by doing this, have been able to recognize a lot more about myself in terms of my speech patterns, in terms of my posture, my physical toll, when I'm regulated, when I'm not regulated. And I think that for me is very exciting, as it gives me good feedback about myself and how I can improve and how I can do better. Now is definitely time for me to do some TRE. I can feel my spine stretched. I can feel my shoulders opened up. Like for me, this is like a nervous system reset, especially after all the work that we do. And I think for me, I've been doing TRE for the last like 4 years now, 5 years, since the center started. I think November is when I went to Thailand to get my TRE training done, and I think January is when the center started. So it's been 5 years now, and wonderful experience, because I think what this does is it helps me really reset my nervous system. Come out of fight or flight, I feel more awake, I feel more present. I really feel like there's still this release that's kind of taking place from my body for all the carried energy that I had. And I think it's so necessary to have a self-care practice like this. And I feel like it's advantageous if it's somatic in nature. It just, like at the end of the day, you can just take out a mat, start tremoring, and everyone can have their own. They don't have to have TRE. They can have, I have jiu-jitsu also, or I have any other somatic practice in gym, and so many different things. And I think that's such a wonderful level of honesty that you have to yourself, that you don't want to hold on to something that is not yours, and that you as a provider or a practitioner or even a therapist have the capacity to just let your day, let those energies kind of that has to be carried by you professionally, by the end of the day release, so that you can actually have more space within yourself for things you choose, like family and your own career and ambitions and all of those things. So if you guys want to know more about TRE and either how to do it for yourself or learn how to do it for someone else, we have a TRE providers training happening in August, 25th August. It's going to be where it's starting. It's quite a detailed training. Details about the training are available on the website. So again, thank you so much for watching today, and I wish you guys all a really good and happy weekend.